Hello fellow RuneScape players and welcome to Rune Theory, a show that requires 85 mining, which isn't really a problem anymore thanks to things like living rock caverns and lava flow mines. The good old days of having to spend days and days mining one rock over and over again. Anyway, all of that aside, I've been playing RuneScape for a very, very long time. I've played for almost 14,000 hours. To put that in perspective, if you start playing RuneScape right now being July 1st, 2015, playing for non-stop, it would take you until January of 2017, after next year. That's 18 months of 24/7, 7 days a week, non-stop playing. And as a side note, after almost 14,000 hours of playing, I still do enjoy this game very much. Now, during my almost 10 years of playing, I've always heard this saying, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. For a while, I didn't really believe this too much. It's like what a friend mentioned in one of his videos, the rich only become richer because they're more persistent than others. If you go bossing or PVM, don't leave until you get at least one rare drop, whether it takes you 100 kills or 1,000. You'll always get money if you just simply do that. But is this still true? I mean, sure, you get some money from drops every now and then, but with every drop increases the amount of those dropped items in the game, which decreases the price of whatever was dropped, little by little. Take Dragon Boots for example. I don't think it's possible to make any money from those anymore. And then there's resource gathering, which doesn't make you nearly close to the amount bossing or PVM does. More drops being added into the game and bots farming resources. I can see it being very hard for a regular player becoming anywhere near rich. Unless, of course, you have something called a Partyhat. Partyhats have just been increasing more and more lately. But why is this? How can they keep going up so much? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the reason. The culprit for causing Partyhats to increase so much over the years is Jagex. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Jagex? How could Jagex do this to their own economy? I'll tell you how, by flooding the market with gold. Over the course of a few years, it seems like they've done nothing but add gold into their market. Here's some examples. Coin share. New high tier weapon gets automatically sold to the GE for its average price, giving the players large sums of gold, even though the new item might not be anywhere near the price set by Jagex. This is of course something we don't have to worry about anymore. Setting ALC values. When items like Bando's chest plates being added into the game, their price keeps dropping and dropping, until it reaches a point where it's not worth selling it or trading it for gold, when you could just high ALC it for the same if not more money. This hasn't happened with Bando's chest plates, but it has happened with Spectral Spirit Shields, as a friend high ALC some in one of his videos for 1.2 mil each. And then there's treasure hunter events Jagex makes, like the past one where players can get mystery boxes, which when opened can include a medium cash bag, which for me gives me anywhere between 85,000 gold and 105,000 gold. A friend even made a video about spending $500 on Treasure Hunter during this event and was able to get in cash alone over 200 mil. Cash that has just been added to the pile of wealth that makes up the RuneScape economy. So what happens when Jagex throws more and more cash onto this ever-growing pile? Inflation happens. Inflation is defined as a sustained increase in the general level of prices for goods and services. Basically, everything increases. But this isn't the real world. This is RuneScape, a video game. We don't see everything increasing. It's almost the exact opposite. Things like armor, weapons, and raw materials seem to decrease over time. This is due to surplus and bots, flooding the market with more and more of the same items. So why haven't Partyhats been affected by this dropping in price? Well, sure, it's obviously due to them being rares, which means they cannot ever be brought back into the game once removed. But lately they've been increasing with such large amounts. Like the purple Partyhat increasing by 80 mil, and the green one just a few days ago increasing by 80 mil as well. This hasn't happened in the longest time. To help explain this, I'll use a very simple example. Let's say all of RuneScape's wealth is 1,000 gold. Let's also say Partyhats are all 1 gold each. Now with Partyhats being rare, there are a limited amount of them in circulation. So currently in this example, they are 1/1000th of the total wealth of RuneScape. Now let's say Jagex has some event where everyone gets free gold or whatever. In total, Jagex has added 1,000 gold to this pile, thus making the pile 2,000 gold. Now for a very small moment in time, everything has just dropped in price. People might still have offers in the GE that had things selling or buying at prices that weren't fully adjusted to the inflation just yet. But this shouldn't affect non-rares too much. Doubling the total wealth is a far exaggeration, and non-rares, no matter what, will always get closer and closer to their ALC value. Partyhats, on the other hand, and some other rares, not all, will increase. This increase is caused by them being a staple fraction of the total wealth. At the beginning of this example, they were right at 1 1,000th of the total wealth. And now with the addition of 1,000 gold added by Jagex, they are 1 2,000th, or half. This is the point in which Partyhats start to head toward their staple fraction, which was 1 1,000th of the total wealth. So that means Partyhats will have to become equal to that, which increases their price to 2 2,000th, which settles back at 1 1,000th of the entire economy. Partyhats went from 1 gold each to 2 gold each, basically. This is the base idea of what I think is going on with Partyhats. It's not the people manipulating these prices, unless you count Jagex as the people. Jagex is the biggest cause of Partyhats to increase more and more. And who knows how much more gold they'll just keep adding to this pile. Oh, and if you think Jagex helped fix this issue with gold sinks, like the wishing well, think about what happens to Partyhats when someone throws one of those in there. But hey, that's just a theory. A Rune Theory! Thanks for watching.